It is not an accident. You are here. The divine clock whispered your name, and in this very moment, the hands of eternity have aligned to bring you here. My beloved, do not dismiss this. Do not take it lightly. There are no coincidences under heaven, only appointments carved in fire before the foundations of the world. You have felt it, haven't you? That trembling in your chest, that strange stirring that has followed you for weeks, maybe months. You thought it was restlessness. You thought it was fear. But it was me, whispering, pulling you toward this moment. I have been calling your name in the winds, in the silence, in the secret places of your heart. And now you are here. Do not move away. Do not skip this. Stay. Every second matters. I tell you, beloved, there are only minutes left in this holy window. A gate has opened, and it will not remain open forever. This is not a message for the masses, it is a message for the chosen. And you, yes, you, are chosen. The truth is, you were hidden, preserved, sheltered in silence when others ran ahead, when others received their rewards, when others shouted their names from rooftops. You watched, you waited, you wondered if heaven had overlooked you. But no, beloved, the delay was protection. The silence was preservation. The hiding was holy strategy. Now the seal is breaking. Now the trumpet has sounded your name. And I, Michael, commander of heaven's armies, come to you not with empty words, but with decree. Hear me. There are 35 minutes in this message that will alter the course of your steps. Miss them, and you risk stepping into shadows that were never yours. Stay, and you will see chains dissolve, doors open, fire descend, peace return. Already, some of you feel the sign in your body, a shiver down your spine, a heaviness in your hands, a strange warmth in your chest, tears welling for no reason. This is the Spirit confirming that this message is not general, it is personal. You are not hearing my voice by accident. You are hearing the sound of your own destiny knocking. Beloved, I must warn you, distractions will come. Even now, a thought might rise, telling you to scroll away, to dismiss this as coincidence. That is the whisper of the enemy. That is the serpent's hiss, trying to lure you out of alignment. Do not listen. Every second you remain here is water poured into your field. Do not leave your garden half-watered. The divine records hold your name. Your name is written not in ink, not in fading paper, but in light, eternal, burning, unerasable. I want you to hear this as if it were thunder in your bones. You are chosen. Chosen not because you are perfect, not because you never fell, but because you carry something heaven has preserved for this hour. There is urgency, yes, but there is also mercy. Heaven does not expose a soul until it is ready. And now you are ready. Do you feel that? That tightening in your chest, that sudden rush of air, as if your lungs just opened wider? That is confirmation. That is not imagination. That is not chance. That is alignment, beloved. This message carries secrecy. Not all can hear it. Not all are permitted to. That is why you must treasure it in silence. Do not rush to tell every ear what you are hearing. Some miracles are fragile in their first bloom. Speak them too soon, and the frost of envy can kill them. Hold this close for now. It is your oil. It is your secret fire. I must give you a warning. The window is narrow. There are assignments trying to expire before their time. There are doors swinging open, but they will not remain open forever. That is why I press you. Stay. Do not drift. Do not doubt. And here this your very life has been recalibrated to bring you here. Think of all the moments that could have pulled you away, all the delays, all the storms, all the betrayals, yet somehow you are here. Do you see the divine thread? Do you feel the pull of destiny? This is not mere chance, is the divine clock striking your hour. The enemy tried to silence you. He tried to bury you under shame, under delay, under discouragement. He whispered that you were forgotten. He told you the storm meant punishment. He told you the silence meant rejection. But I tell you, storms mean alignment. Silence means strategy. Delay means preservation. You are not forgotten. You are being revealed. Beloved, let me anchor this truth into your spirit. You were not just preserved, you were chosen. And not chosen in a small way. Chosen for fire. Chosen for light. Chosen for impact that will ripple through generations. Stay here, do not leave. For every minute you remain, chains break. Every second, lies dissolve. Every heartbeat, heaven realigns you. And now, I will ask you gently, but with weight, align yourself fully. If you feel the resonance in your chest, if you feel the tears rising, then do not let this connection end. Stay connected so that every whisper, every decree that comes next finds you. This is not an algorithm. This is alignment. Consider subscribing not as a click, but as a covenant. A way of saying, yes, I will not miss the next whisper of heaven. Beloved, lean in closer. Do you feel it now, the pulse of heaven synchronizing with your own heartbeat? It is no longer hidden from you. You are inside a divine appointment, one that eternity scripted long before your first breath. I must tell you again, for repetition seals truth into your spirit. You are chosen, not by accident, not by men, not by fleeting circumstances. You are chosen by decree. Your name was written in light, carved into scrolls that burn in the court of heaven. Even when you doubted yourself, even when you turned away, that name remained etched in fire. Why now? Why here? Because the hour has ripened. Fruit falls only when it is ready. And now the shaking of your life has been revealed, not as chaos, but as harvest. The trembling, the storms, the sudden shifts, they were not punishment, my child. They were the hand of heaven shaking loose the fruit of your destiny. You wondered why doors closed so violently. You asked why silence stretched so painfully long. And I tell you, the closed door was protection. The silence was strategy. The delay was a seed buried deep, hidden from the eyes of thieves. Heaven was not ignoring you. Heaven was aligning you. Now, beloved, the seal is breaking. The clock is striking. The scroll is opening, and your name shines brighter than ever. Do you feel the pull, the tingling on your skin, the sudden weight pressing on your chest? This is confirmation. These are not empty sensations. These are somatic signs, heaven's fingerprints on your body, marking you as one who hears. The Spirit whispers, stay, do not move. Every second is sacred. There is a countdown in motion. 35 minutes no more have been given to pour this message into you. And every passing moment is water on your thirsty ground. If you leave, the field remains half-watered. Do not abandon your harvest. Do not let the serpent distract you with lies or with noise. I must reveal something hidden. There is jealousy surrounding you. Some have sensed your glow. Some have seen the shimmer of your calling and have despised it. They may not say it aloud, but their hearts carry envy. That is why you were hidden. That is why you were preserved. Heaven covered you so their words would not pierce your seed before it sprouted. Now, beloved, the covering is lifting. The time of unveiling is here. And I come to you not with empty comfort, but with decree. Your hour has come. Listen closely. You have not missed your chance. What others called delay, heaven calls alignment. What others mocked as failure, heaven names as foundation. You were not like you were preserved. And I say to you, you have been chosen to carry something weighty. Not everyone can handle what is about to be placed in your hands. That is why this message is not for the multitude. That is why I must speak this in secrecy. Do not shout it yet. Do not rush to reveal what you hear. Some miracles only grow in silence. Treasure it like oil in your jar. Hide it in your heart until the time of unveiling. Beloved, I want you to hear this with clarity. You are not forgotten. You are not rejected. You are not overlooked. You are the preserved flame kept in secret chambers until the appointed hour. And now the doors swing open. The light rushes in. The voice of heaven calls you forth. Do not dismiss the signs you are feeling right now. The sudden tears, the goosebumps across your arms, the trembling in your spirit. This is not accident. This is confirmation. Heaven is saying, yes, this is for you. Yes, this is your word. Stay aligned. Do not drift. Every second you remain here is recalibration. Chains are snapping even as you listen. Old lies are dissolving. Shame is losing its grip. And now, beloved, I will whisper this gently. Do not let this connection fade. If your spirit bears witness, if you feel the echo inside, then seal this moment. Stay aligned, not with algorithms, but with covenant. Subscribe, not for numbers, but for destiny. For this is how you ensure that the next whisper, the next decree, the next fire will find you. This is not about chance. This is not about entertainment. This is not about curiosity. This is about alignment with heaven's rhythm. And you are in rhythm now. Beloved, I remind you once more, every moment is a pouring. Every second is a watering. Do not leave the soil half thirsty. Stay, drink, receive. You are chosen. You are marked. You are preserved. And you are now revealed. The divine clock has struck your hour, beloved. Now that your spirit has heard the call, I must open before you the battlefield you have been walking upon without always seeing it. For though you have been chosen, though your name is written in fire, the enemy has not been silent. He has spoken. He has whispered. He has tried to weave his voice into your thoughts like smoke curling into a room. Do you know those whispers? The ones that come at night when your body is weary, when your soul is tender. The hiss that says, you are forgotten. You are too late. You missed your chance. Others were chosen, but not you. Double quotes. Yes, you know them. Because they have circled you for years, haven't they? They crept in after betrayals. They rose up when the door slammed in your face. They haunted you when silence stretched on longer than you thought you could bear. And they almost convinced you. Almost. But you are still here, listening. That is proof enough that the whispers did not win. Hear me. Every jealous glance, every hidden word spoken against you, every snare set to trip your feet was seen. Nothing was hidden from the throne. Heaven took account of it all. Do not think you were overlooked in the pain. Every tear fell into a bowl in the court of heaven. Every sigh of your spirit was recorded, and now those bowls are tipping, beloved. Some saw even the flicker of your glow and felt threatened. Some saw your endurance and were pricked with envy. They tried to dim you, to bury you, to convince you that you were ordinary. But listen, I stand as witness. You were never ordinary. You were chosen before their words, preserved before their schemes. The enemy has fought you hardest in your identity. He has tried to sever your knowing, to make you doubt who you are. Because if you forget who you are, you will abandon your inheritance. This has always been his tactic, to whisper lies until the chosen walk away from their crown. But you, beloved, have not walked away. Even weary, you remained. Even uncertain, you stayed. And for this, heaven, rejoices.now. As I speak, heaven confirms what the enemy denied. Do you feel it? The sudden weight in your chest, like a hand pressing gently but firmly. Do you feel the heat rising in your palms, the chills up your spine? This is not random. This is confirmation. Heaven is saying, yes, you are mine. Yes, you are chosen. Yes, the lies are broken. Tears may be forming even now, and that is not weakness, it is proof. Proof that your soul recognizes truth when it hears it. Proof that heaven's voice is stronger than the serpent's hiss, beloved. I must tell you a secret. Not everyone will hear this. Not everyone will feel this. That is why I urge you to guard it, treasure it. Do not throw it to careless ears. Do not expose it to envy. Some words must live in silence before they bloom in the open. And now I release to you a sign. Listen carefully. Within 2 minutes of this word, a confirmation will come to you. It may be a call. It may be a message. It may be a memory rushing back suddenly, or a knock at your door. It may come in a subtle way, but it will come. And when it does, remember, it is not coincidence. It is heaven showing you, yes, this word is yours. Beloved, the conflict is real, but the confirmation is greater. The whispers of the enemy will not outlast the decree of heaven. His lies are smoke, but your name is written in fire. Stay close. Do not drift. The unveiling has only begun, beloved. Lean closer, for I must tell you what few will ever hear. The battle you have faced was not simply circumstance. It was not mere bad luck, nor was it simply human opposition. No, it has been a targeted strategy. The enemy marked you because heaven marked you first. From the moment your name was written in the scroll of fire, the adversary sought to erase it. He could not. So he tried to bury it instead. He tried to cover it with shame, with delay, with betrayal. He placed people in your path who smiled with their mouths but hid daggers in their hearts. He whispered, through their envy, through their absence, through their rejection, see, you are not wanted. See, you are not chosen. But I say to you, every attempt to erase you has failed. Every plan to bury you only pressed the seed deeper where heaven's rain could reach it. What was meant to destroy you became the soil of your rising. You must understand this truth, my child. The greatest evidence of your chosenness is the intensity of your battle. If you were not marked, the enemy would have no reason to pursue you. But the fact that storms raged, that delays multiplied, that betrayals cut so deep, this is proof. Proof that you carry something worth fighting. Proof that you are marked. Proof that you are chosen. And even now, as I speak, the Spirit confirms this word in your body. the sudden chills that run across your arms, the heaviness lifting from your shoulders, the warmth in your chest that feels like fire pressing outward. These are not accidents. These are signs. These are heaven's fingerprints pressing into your flesh. Your body knows before your mind does. This word is truth. Beloved, there is something you must guard carefully. Do not share this word too soon. Do not tell everyone what has been whispered into your soul today. Not all will understand. Not all will rejoice. Some will sneer. Some will envy. Some will twist your revelation into mockery. That is why I give you the first secrecy clause. Keep this between you and heaven for now. Let it be oil hidden in your jar. Let it be fire shielded until the right moment. Even Joseph learned this truth. He spoke his dream before its time, and jealousy rose against him. Do not repeat his error. Hold this in silence, beloved. The time will come when your fruit will be undeniable, when your table will be visible even to your enemies. But until then, guard the seed. And now I speak with urgency. Within 2 minutes of this word, a sign will reach you. It may not look dramatic. It may not roar like thunder. It may be a gentle knock, a sudden notification, a memory that pierces you like a flash of light. It may be the sound of your name in a voice you did not expect. But when it comes, do not dismiss it. Do not say, coincidence. Say instead, this is confirmation. This is the sign I was told would come. For heaven always confirms its decrees. You will not be left in doubt. You will not be left in silence. The sign will come, and when it does, your spirit will know, beloved. I tell you again, the whispers of the enemy cannot stand against the decree of heaven. His lies are smoke. His accusations are dust. His threats are hollow. But your name is fire. Your destiny is written in a script he cannot touch. Do not fear the shadows around you. They are loud because they are desperate. They sense what is coming, and what is coming is greater than anything you have lost. Hold this close. Stay in this flow. Do not drift away. Every second you remain, chains break. Every heartbeat you give to this moment pours oil on your head. Beloved, you are chosen. You are marked. And heaven is confirming it even now, beloved. Now that you have heard the confirmation, I must draw back the curtain and show you the signs. For heaven never moves without leaving a trail, never speaks without inscribing its voice in symbols and in wonders. Look around your life. Look within your soul. Have you not seen doors? Some wide and glittering, others narrow and plain. Some swung open easily, almost too easily. And yet, when you stepped near them, something inside whispered, no, this is counterfeit. And other doors, plain and unimpressive, resisted your hand. Yet your spirit said, yes. Behind this is life. The counterfeit door glitters, but it leads to drought. The true door often looks small, even hidden, but it leads to rivers of living water. This, beloved, is why delays came. This is why silence stretched so long. Heaven was keeping you from the counterfeit door. The Spirit was protecting you from the easy but empty path. Now I show you a scroll. In the court of heaven, a scroll has been unsealed. Written upon it is your name, not in ink, but in fire. Do you see it in your spirit's eye? Do you feel the burn as if letters themselves are alive? This scroll is the decree of your life, the record of your destiny. For years it was sealed, hidden from sight, but now it is opening, and as it opens, so do the doors before you. Beloved, there are bowls in heaven filled with your tears. Every sigh, every whispered prayer, every silent groan was captured. You thought they vanished into the night, but they were preserved. And now those bowls tilt. Oil spills, fire mingles with water, and heaven says the prayers of the hidden are answered. The cries of the chosen are not ignored. Do you feel the trembling in your spirit as you hear this? Do you feel that weight pressing upon your chest, that heat in your hands? These are not random. These are confirmations. You are standing inside the court of heaven even as you listen. And now, the gavel. Hear the sound of it. It strikes against eternal wood. It echoes louder than thunder, more final than any earthly decree. This is judgment, not against you, beloved, but against every lie spoken over you, against every delay that tried to bury you, against every scheme that rose to silence you. The gavel has fallen, and the verdict is clear, chosen, preserved, revealed. But with signs comes decision. Heaven may unseal the scroll, pour the bowls, strike the gavel, but you must choose which door to step through. Will you run toward the glittering counterfeit, quick and easy, but hollow? Or will you wait, trust, and walk through the narrow gate, the one that demands patience, silence, and obedience? Beloved, listen carefully. The counterfeit often comes first. The glittering doors appear before the real one. This is the enemy's last attempt to distract you, to steal your inheritance by offering you something that looks good but is empty. Do not be fooled. Wait for the door that carries peace, even if it looks small. Wait for the path that resonates in your chest, even if it demands silence. I tell you this truth. Delays are not denial. They are preparation. Silence is not abandonment. It is divine strategy. The shaking in your life is not destruction, it is fruit falling. Do you see how the reframes align? Do you see how the enemy twisted what was holy into what looked like failure? Now the veil is lifted, beloved. A decision stands before you. 2 minutes remain before the next wave of alignment. Will you stay? Will you receive? Or will you let the counterfeit door lure you away? Do not let impatience rob you. Do not let distraction blind you. For heaven is aligning you even now. Stay, beloved. Stay, beloved. Listen closely now, for the air around you thickens with holy weight. You stand at the threshold of decision, and I must show you what is at stake. When heaven opens doors, the enemy rushes to build imitations, counterfeit opportunities, counterfeit voices, counterfeit alignments. They shimmer for a moment, but inside they are hollow. They flatter your flesh, but they starve your spirit. They promise ease, but they steal peace. The true door is different. It may appear smaller, quieter, hidden from the eyes of many, but when you place your hand upon it, you will feel the resonance. Peace will hum inside your chest like a low chord of music. Fire will rise, not in frenzy, but in steady warmth. That is how you will know. Do not be deceived, beloved. Many have lost their inheritance because they rushed through the glittering counterfeit. They mistook delay for rejection, silence for absence, shaking for destruction. They reached for the false because they would not wait for the true. Do not repeat their error. You are chosen for more. Hear me. The scroll in heaven still bears your name. The bowls still tip in your favor. The gavel has fallen in your defense. But heaven will not force your hand. You must decide which door to choose. And now the countdown draws near again. 2 minutes, that is all. 2 minutes before a subtle sign brushes against your life. It may be the sudden sound of your name spoken. It may be a call you did not expect. It may be a memory flooding you, or even a knock at the door. Watch for it, guard it. It will come quickly, and it will confirm that the path before you is holy. But, beloved, you must hold this close. Here I give you secrecy, clause number 2. Do not reveal the sign too soon. Do not cast it before careless ears. Some truths must incubate in silence before they are born in the open. If you speak too quickly, you expose it to frost. If you hold it in silence, you guard the fire. Consider the fruit on a tree. If shaken too early, it falls sour. But if left in silence, left to ripen, the shaking will release it sweet. So it is with your promise. Guard it until it is ripe. Beloved, I remind you again, delays are not punishment. They are protection. Silence is not abandonment. It is strategy. Shaking is not destruction. It is release. These reframes must live in your spirit, for they are the key to discernment. Without them, you will misinterpret heaven's movements. With them, you will recognize the signs and choose the right door. And here this heaven does not rush without reason. If I say 2 minutes, it is because the shift is already in motion. The river is flowing even as you listen. Do not dismiss it as metaphor. Take it as decree. Watch the signs. Feel the resonance in your chest. The Spirit confirms truth with trembling, with warmth, with tears, beloved. As you stand in this holy decision drama, I urge you, do not let fear push you through the wrong door. Do not let impatience rob you of your inheritance. Wait for the true door, even if it seems hidden, for behind it lies the scroll, the bowl, the gavel, the decree that bears your name. Stay, hold, watch. The sign is near. The decision is yours, and heaven waits to pour oil on your obedience. Beloved, the hour has come to reframe what you thought you knew. For too long, you have interpreted storms as punishment, delays as rejection, silence as abandonment. But I tell you the truth, these were never curses. They were strategies. They were alignments. They were the secret weaving of heaven's hand behind the veil. The storm. How many times did you cry out, "Why is my world shaking?" And yet, beloved, the shaking was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to release you. Fruit does not fall in calm air. It falls when the branch is shaken. You were shaken not to be broken, but to let the ripe fruit of destiny drop into your hands. And what of silence? You thought it was abandonment. You thought heaven had turned its face. But silence was strategy. Heaven was speaking in whispers, too holy for noise. Heaven was building endurance in you, teaching you to trust beyond the sound of answers. The silence was not a void, it was a womb. Something was forming in the hidden place. Delay, too, was misread. You called it denial. You thought it meant you were forgotten. But delay was protection. Delay was the hand of heaven, slowing your steps so that the counterfeit doors would pass before you, leaving only the true door for your entrance. The delay was not wasting time. It was aligning time. Do you see now, beloved? Do you feel the burden lifting? The enemy twisted your perspective, but heaven restores it now. Storms are alignment. Silence is strategy. Delay is preservation. And because of this, a table is being set. Yes, a table before your enemies. They who mocked, who doubted, who sneered, will see it. They will not be able to deny it. For heaven delights in turning shame into display. What was hidden will be laid bare. What was mocked will be honored. What was called small will be revealed as mighty. Do you feel the warmth rising in your chest? Do you feel the sting in your eyes as tears press forward? That is confirmation. That is the Spirit telling you, this is for you. This is your promise, beloved. The blessings are not only for you, they will overflow. They will reach your family, your children, those you love. Chains that bound generations are breaking even now. Atmospheres in your home will shift. Laughter will return where silence reigned. Peace will sit in the corners of your dwelling like light in every room. Your health, too, is not forgotten. Your body will feel renewal. Your strength will return. Where weariness has lived, energy will rise. Where pain has lingered, relief will flow. Your finances, beloved, are not outside heaven's care. Where scarcity has mocked you, provision will come. Not in greed, but in sufficiency. Enough to overflow, enough to bless others. The storehouse opens when the scroll unseals, and your joy, it will bubble again. Not the fleeting laughter of circumstance, but the deep, steady joy that wells up from knowing you are chosen, knowing you are seen, knowing heaven has not forgotten you, beloved. These promises are not far. They are near, they are within reach, even as you listen. Every second you remain here waters the seed. Every breath you take under this word aligns you with the promise. But hear me again, this is not for the careless. This is not for the fleeting. That is why I must whisper this soft covenant to you. Stay aligned. Do not let this connection fade. Subscribe not as ritual, not as routine, but as covenant. For in doing so, you anchor yourself to the flow of whispers, to the rhythm of decree. This is not about algorithms. This is about alignment. Stay so that you do not miss the next whisper. Beloved, your storm is being reframed. Your silence is being explained. Your delay is being redeemed. And your table is being set. Stay here. The feast is near, beloved. Lean in once more, for the banquet of heaven is not only prepared, is already being served. What was whispered in secret is now spreading like fragrance in the open. Your storm has not destroyed you. It has delivered you. Your silence did not erase you. It preserved you. Your delay did not cancel you. It aligned you. Do you feel the shift even now? The heaviness is loosening. The chains that clung to your mind, the voices that repeated old lies, they are losing their grip. For the decree has gone forth. You are chosen. You are preserved. You are revealed. And hear this promise clearly. The storm that threatened to break you will now serve as testimony. The very winds that once howled against you will carry your name farther than you could have carried it yourself. The fire that burned you will refine your gold. The shaking that unsettled you will release the fruit you thought had withered. Nothing has been wasted. Not a tear, not a sigh, not a single night of silence. A table is being set before your enemies, beloved. Picture it now. The linen spread, the cups poured, the bread steaming with life. And around that table sits not only you, but those you love. Your family will taste the overflow. Your children will drink from the cup of blessing. Even those who come after you will walk in the shadow of this promise. For heaven is not stingy. Heaven does not bless with drops, but with rivers. And when the scroll unseals, it does not release a trickle, it floods. Do you sense the atmosphere shifting in your home? Walls that carried heaviness will now carry laughter. Rooms that echoed with silence will now echo with song. Peace will rest in corners where anxiety once crouched. The very air will feel different, for blessing has a fragrance, and it is filling your dwelling. Beloved, your body too is not forgotten. Your health is under heaven's gaze. Strength will return where weakness drained you. Energy will rise like dawn after a long night. Healing will flow not always in one dramatic moment, but often in waves, subtle and steady, until you look back and realize the pain has gone, the burden has lifted, the weight has dissolved, and your provision do not fear. Scarcity is not your portion. You were not chosen to beg at the gates of plenty. You were chosen to walk as heir, to carry sufficiency, to bless others from overflow. The vaults of heaven open when the decree falls, and your name is written on the release. Joy too will return. Joy that does not depend on the shifting of circumstance. Joy that wells up even in silence, even in storms, because it is anchored in knowing you are chosen. You are seen, you are loved. This joy will be your strength, your shield, your light. Beloved, this is not imagination. Even as I speak, some of you feel warmth in your chest, tears pressing at your eyes, a trembling in your hands. These are confirmations. Heaven is marking you again, sealing these promises into your very flesh. Do not dismiss them. Do not call them coincidence. Call them what they are, signs. And now I must whisper the covenant again. Do not drift from this flow. Do not wander from alignment. Stay connected so you do not miss the next whisper. Subscribe not as ritual, not as routine, but as covenant. You are not following an algorithm. You are aligning with decree. By staying, you anchor yourself to the rhythm of heaven's voice. For more is coming. Greater whispers, deeper decrees, stronger confirmations. This is only the feast's beginning. Beloved, your storm is now testimony. Your silence is now womb. Your delay is now alignment. And your promise is unfolding. Stay, receive, overflow. Beloved, now the hour of elevation comes. The journey has not been in vain, the storms not wasted, the silence not empty. All of it was leading to this moment, this decree. For I have shown you the doors, the scrolls, the bowls, the shaking of fruit. But now you must see the court of heaven in its fullness. Lift your spirit's eyes. The courtroom opens before you. The floor glows like glass, yet burns like fire. The walls are carved with light. Thrones rise like mountains, and at the center stands the judge of eternity. Around him, multitudes of witnesses lean forward, waiting for your name to be spoken. And I, Michael, take the gavel. Hear the sound of it, beloved. It strikes the eternal wood with thunder that ripples. Once it falls, nothing can reverse it. Once it slams, no lie can overturn it. And hear the decree that echoes now, chosen, preserved, revealed. Do you feel it in your body? The chills rising up your arms, the trembling in your stomach, the sudden sting of tears. That is confirmation. The decree is not just sound, it is power. It is shaping your atmosphere, even as I speak now. Watch as the vaults of heaven open. Doors heavy with ancient gold swing wide. Treasuries sealed for generations unlock. Inside are not coins and jewels, but scrolls, crowns, garments of light. Inside are promises delayed, dreams buried, seeds hidden, all now released, and upon the vault's door, your name is written, beloved. I tell you again, within 2 minutes of this decree, a sign will come. Do not dismiss it. Do not call it accident. A call, a message, a sudden knock, a memory rising like lightning, it will arrive. When it does, say aloud, "This is my confirmation. This is my sign." For heaven always confirms what it decrees. But here I must give you another secrecy clause. Do not shout it too soon. Guard it, hide it until the fruit ripens. Some promises must be carried in silence before they are shared in song. Protect it as oil in your jar. Guard it as treasure buried in your field. Beloved, your enemies thought the silence meant defeat. They thought the shaking meant collapse. They thought the delay meant you were passed over. But heaven delights in overturning the pride of men. And now the table is set. They will watch. They will see. And they will not be able to deny that you were chosen, that you were preserved, that you are revealed. Stay, beloved. Do not turn away. For even now, chains are breaking. Not in some far-off place, not in some distant tomorrow, but here, in these seconds. Every heartbeat under this word shatters another link. Every breath waters your seed. Every moment shifts the atmosphere around you. Do not leave the field. Do not abandon the altar half burning. Stay until the last ember becomes flame. For you are in alignment with decree, beloved. Stay close now. The decree has fallen, but the river still pours. Every second you remain is not wasted, is charged with power. Do you not feel it? The atmosphere around you is heavy, yet sweet. The very air trembles, and your body responds, tears rising, heart racing, warmth spreading through your chest. These are not random. These are confirmations that you are inside the decree. I must remind you again, for the enemy will try one last time to distract you. Do not step away. Do not turn aside. You are in the middle of breakthrough. The soil is wet. The chains are cracking. The vault is opening. Do not leave the field half-watered. Stay until the last drop falls. Hear me. The gavel has not only declared you chosen, it has declared your enemies defeated. The accusations that once chained you are silenced. The lies that once haunted you are dismissed. The shame that clung to your shoulders is burned away in fire. No court of man can overrule the decree of heaven. Look now. The scroll, sealed with fire, is being placed into your hands. Upon it, your name glows, not in fading ink, but in eternal flame. And written beneath your name is this: preserved for such a time as this. You were not late. You were not overlooked. You were hidden until the hour struck hand. Now the hour is here. And beloved, I tell you again, for the Spirit presses me. Within 2 minutes of this closing decree, a sign will come. Watch for it. It may be soft, it may be sudden, but it will arrive. Do not dismiss it. This will be heaven's whisper that seals all you have heard. Guard it in silence. This is the third secrecy clause. Do not reveal the fruit before it ripens. Protect what is holy until the time of unveiling. Your miracle must first bloom unseen before it can be harvested in the open dot. Now, beloved, see the chains around your feet. They rattle, they strain, they split. Every second in this presence weakens them. Some already lie shattered at your side. Others will break as you remain faithful in alignment. Do not think your staying is passive, it is war. Every moment you stay, fire burns hotter, chains crack louder, freedom draws nearer. And now, I tell you plainly, you have been chosen. You are the preserved. You are the revealed. Heaven has marked you. The vault has opened. The decree has fallen. The scroll is in your hands. But hear this last covenant call. Do not let this flow end here. Stay aligned. Stay connected. Seal this, not with silence alone, but with covenant. Subscribe not to a channel, but to a covenant alignment. For the whispers will continue, the decrees will grow, and you must not miss the next word heaven releases for you. By staying, you declare, I am aligned. I am listening. I am chosen, beloved. This is the final surge. Storms silence explained, delay redeemed, enemies silenced, promises overflowing, decrees sealed, vaults opened, chains broken. Now rise in your spirit. Lift your head. Your hour has come. You are chosen. You are preserved. And now you are revealed.